Dream Night with El Tri Online is presented by Haichu Candy. Uniquely different. Haichu Candy. Find it at your local grocery or convenience store. Hello everybody, I'm Joe Rodriguez and greetings from Los Angeles, California. It is Dream Night with El Tri Online, and today, courtesy of our friends at Haichu Candy, one of these lucky guys is going to become the guest reporter for El Tri Online and Manicomio Deportivo for the big game between Mexico and Wales at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena on May 28th. All right, so now you met the contestants. Now let's meet our panel. Martin, el Pulpo Zuñiga, la leyenda. Martín, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿qué tal? Primero que todo, muchas gracias por haberme invitado. Un placer poder estar y la mejor de la suerte para los muchachos. Pues la verdad, alguien que se divierta, que disfrute haciendo este que le llaman trabajo, la verdad, y que evidentemente sea informativo y generoso en su delivery.
Perfecto, Martín. Muchas gracias. And now our very own El Tri Online reporter, Irene. Irene, any tips for the guys today?
So mainly what I want to tell the guys is have a good time. You know, be yourself. It's very easy to go off of a script, but if you can incorporate a little bit of you in that, it'd be great. Sometimes it's very important to feel like you know the person that's transmitting the information, so be yourselves and have fun.
And finally, a man who needs no introduction, Max Bretos. Max, any words of wisdom for the fellas today?
Muy buenas a todos. Yo voy a practicar mi español un poquito hoy en día, pero probablemente voy a tener la mitad en inglés. So I'll say this, so you get this message is clear, is I think the judges have touched on it. You want to be you. You want to be the same person you're outside talking to your friends. You want to be the same person in here when the cameras are rolling. If you can get as close to that any time, it's weird, but it takes some practice. You'll be very successful in this industry.
All right, so now let's bring in our candidates, beginning with Kevin Quintana from Sunland Park, New Mexico. Kevin, you have 15 seconds to tell the judges why you should be selected to become a guest reporter on May 28th.
Hello, judges, and thank you for having me. I'm Kevin Cruz Quintana. The big reason why I believe I should be the best candidate for this event is because I want to be able to be a sports analyst and commentator, and covering such a big event like this will definitely help me get there.
Now let's introduce Giovanni Garcia from Los Angeles, California. Giovanni, 15 seconds. Tell the judges why you should be selected.
So judges, my name is Giovanni Garcia. This is my life. This is my passion. Also, I have great experience. I recently started my own sports channel. I had the opportunity to interview Carlos Vela, Coach Barbarelli, and a few of the LAFC guys. And I did have the opportunity to work with El Tri Online to cover the Mexican national team. It's like a dream come true. I'm ready for it.
And let's bring in Luis Lorenzo from Bristol, Connecticut. Luis, same thing, 15 seconds. Tell the judges why you should be selected.
Thank you first, El Tri Online, and I already live in my dream. I think I'm the perfect candidate because I can bring fun to reporting. You know, show what La Afición is all about. You know, I can also be I'm not afraid of the camera. I'm always ready for action.
And finally, Guillermo Mendez from Orange County, California. Guillermo, please tell the judges why you should be selected.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Thank you for having us. This is a great contest, obviously, and I think I'm the most qualified because I have the experience. Recently I'm in a radio show as well, so I'm graduating in communications emphasis in broadcast journalism. I'm not afraid of the camera either, so I think I am the most qualified because I also know about Tri. I grew up in the sport, and I think yeah, I'm pretty knowledgeable in this area, and it would be a dream come true.
So there you have it. Now you met them all. One of these guys is going to have a chance to live out their dream night. But when we return, we're going to test their abilities. Let's see how fit they are to be the reporter for El Tri Online and Manicomio Deportivo. Dream Night with El Tri Online is brought to you by Haichu Candy. Uniquely different. Welcome back to Dream Night with El Tri Online, presented by Haichu Candy. Now, speaking in front of the camera is a very difficult task. So now we're going to put our aspiring reporters in that particular spot. Let's start off first with Giovanni Garcia, and let's see how he performs.
Okay, I have the question for Giovanni Garcia, so just listen to what I tell you, and with all your knowledge, figure out how you best report this. So, you've just found out that Andrés Guardado suffered a thigh injury in practice which could leave him out of the World Cup. You have 30 seconds to report what happened and what this could mean for El Tri and why when you're ready.
So we just got some breaking news. Andres Guardado just got injured in practice because of his thigh. He will miss the World Cup. This is going to hurt a lot of the Mexicans, especially the Hearts, especially the team. Who's going to step up? Carlos Flores. Who's going to step up? Hector Herrera, Jonathan Dos Santos, Gio Dos Santos. You guys need to step up. Who's going to step up?
Any thoughts for Giovanni?
Yeah, sorry. I think when you first get that information, you try and stick to the news, and you say, all right, Andres Guardado, and then make sure the fan you know about the team. That was really good. You said Andres Guardado, he's going to be in the middle of the park. They need someone to take the shot. I wouldn't be so clear about challenging those guys, but that's where you have a little information, but use that information that we gave you, and then fill the gaps with what you know about being a sports fan, because you know about Guardado, that you think about what he means to you as a national team member.
Yeah, I actually agree with Max. Don't challenge the players, but it is nice that you mentioned them and try to sound a little more excited about the news. I know it's not great news, but it's something a little astonishing,
I can't believe it. Andres Guardado, so.
Aún y cuando te estamos tomando, vamos a decir, de sorpresa, intenta crear una historia. ¿Sí? Posiblemente ya investigaste de qué manera se dio. La posición que va a quedar sola. Mencionaste un par de nombres, pero si me pudieras decir quién es el que puede tener mayores oportunidades, con quién se puede asociar, sería fantástico, ¿no? O sea, como para aplicar un poquito más allá de solamente informar que se lesionó Guardado.
Thank you very much, Giovanni. El siguiente es Luis Lorenzo from Bristol, Connecticut. Pulpo, what do you have for him?
Mira, Luis, primero que todo, felicidades. Ya eres un ganador, estás aquí con el Tri Online. Viniste a Los Ángeles, conoces a Max Bretos. Es lo más importante.
Pulpo.
Gracias.
And I love the Irene.
Recientemente, es algo muy similar. Recientemente resultó que esta mañana se lastimó Néstor Araujo. Quiero que me informes en tu particular forma de ser.
Este es Luis Lorenzo del Tri Online, llegándoles aquí para informarles que Néstor Araujo acaba de lesionarse y es una baja importante para la selección mexicana. Estamos analizando qué tan grave es la lesión y volvemos con ustedes cuando tengamos más información.
That's good. You don't want to report stuff that you don't know, and you did a really good job. When we find out with analysis, we'll let you know, and that's good because you want to keep the viewer. So I think that's important. That's what you do. You just be careful with anything because you don't want to speculate about injuries because you don't know. But you said that. I think that's important way to keep the viewer.
Llegaste al punto, diste la noticia y dejaste al público esperando más. Me gustó.
Y vuelvo a lo mismo, ¿no? Para ser justo. Recién te enteras. Diviértete, improvisa, es lo mejor que tienes. Sé tú, lo mencionaba Irene hace un momento, sean ustedes, improvisa. Claro, la información no se puede improvisar, la tienes que dar, pero la puedes transformar de una manera más llegadera hacia el público, ¿verdad?
Gracias.
Bien.
Y ahora le toca a Guillermo Méndez. Irene, what do you got for him?
Hi, Guillermo. Okay, you just learned that Rafael Marquez will be going to the World Cup. You have 30 seconds to let us know this information and tell us what this means for us. Go.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Reportando aquí desde el campamento de la selección mexicana. Nos acaban de informar que Rafael Márquez va a ser parte de la selección en este Mundial de Rusia 2018. Una parte fundamental para el equipo, pues es el capitán, el liderazgo que tiene el vestuario y es lo que ocupaba en la selección mexicana. Les traemos todos los detalles del el resto de la lista que va a formar parte de este mundial.
It's good. You sort of kept the viewers, what we told there to Luis as well. This was obviously huge news. This is Rafa Marquez going to the World Cup, and I sensed that from you that this was big. I mean, I don't think you can be excited enough because it's Rafa Marquez. So you kind of channeled that, but just think that if you're a fan, you convey that. So.
Right. Guillermo, how old are you?
25.
You're 25. Okay, so you sound great on camera. It was great that it was right off the bat information, but you don't seem 25 to me. You seem excited about the news because you're delivering it in a very strong way, but I myself as a viewer, I'm just kind of like, he rambled on. I know something really important happened, but he has great dictation on camera. You know, maybe sound a little more youthful, a little more excited. Reach out to the 25-year-olds that are watching this, because not everybody just wants to see a guy in a suit talk really fast.
A fuerza de ser sincero, los especialistas en lo que nos intentas demostrar ahorita son ellos. Yo soy un analista, yo lo jugué, pero vi desde muy chico mucha gente hacerlo. Y te puedo decir que a mí me gustaría que me hubieses dicho, tú te enteraste y tú mencionaste, nos informaron. Se supone que tú estás en el lugar. Tienes que decir que tú tienes la noticia. Me acabo de enterar que Rafael Márquez se acaba de lesionar. México está preocupado. Y si me entregas después, gran oportunidad para la posibilidad que puede llegar a jugar en esa zona también. Eso es lo que a mí me gustaría, digo, de tantos años que tuve escuchando a los profesionales que son ellos, es lo que yo quisiera que ustedes me dieran o que tú en este caso me dieras. ¿Sí?
Kevin Quintana, Max Bretos, what do you have for him?
All right, Kevin, hello.
Hey.
Well, thanks for joining us from New Mexico. Very cool. You just found out that Juan Carlos Osorio has decided to take one of the Dos Santos brothers, and your sources tell you that if only one is called, the other one will not go. You have 30 seconds to report and explain why this is important. Both those, one's going to make it, but one will not go if the other one doesn't go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have breaking news. Juan Carlos Osorio just gave the list of the 23 players for the World Cup, and we only have one Dos Santos on the list, Jonathan Dos Santos. And we have heard from Jonathan that if his brother is not going to go, he will not be going either. That's something that we're going to elaborate more later on, but for right now, that's all the news we have.
First of all, that was very, I thought it was very funny when you said there's only one Dos Santos on the list, because that's a good way to hook it. I like you bring it with humor too, so that's clever. I think with this, you want to kind of go in chronological order. So I go, as we know, the Mexican roster is going to be announced, and because people are expecting that whenever it's being reported, and we know we're listening for those names. So kind of maybe set that in order and go, we know whatever you know about the Dos Santos, and then set it up. But I thought that having a little humor at that time was very smart.
I like the humor. It is breaking news. For me, it's the excitement. I guess everybody has different styles of reporting, right? Yeah. But personally, I like to see excitement, especially from someone that is a soccer fan. Kind of like breaking news, Juan Carlos Osorio just announced that he will only be taking one of the Dos Santos brothers. You know, just kind of like excitement. Just deliver as if you just heard it and you're like, shit. So don't say shit. Don't say that.
It's true. I mean, it's kind of tough to put in the shape, but you really have to imagine. But to get that news reported, that's really cool.
Yeah.
You know? I'm about to tell something that everyone else is going to flip out when they hear. So.
And even if you mess up, it's okay. Sometimes the excitement captures the audience, you know, so they get the gist of it, but they also enjoy watching you too.
Sé orgánico, ¿sí? Y recuerda una cosa. No digas sorry. No digas sorry. Olvídate de eso. Solo sigue adelante. Porque te voy a ser sincero. Muchos de nosotros, o al menos en lo personal, me he equivocado infinidad de veces y lo voy a seguir haciendo en la pantalla. Y uno siempre, por querer salvarse, uno piensa, oh, perdón, oh, no se dan cuenta la mayoría de las veces. Y ellos tienen más tiempo que yo en esto. No se dan cuenta. Y tú lo haces evidente mencionándolo. ¿Me explico? Entonces, mucho cuidado con eso. No sorry. Just continúa. ¿Ok?
Now all these guys claim to be big-time fans of the Mexican national team. Cuando regresemos, we're gonna test their knowledge with some trivia time. Hey, ¿qué onda, raza from El Tri Online? You are watching Dream Night with ETO, El Tri Online. Now, one of our sponsors is Mariscos San Isidro, located here in the city of La Puente, in Los Angeles, California. So if you're around here, make sure that you don't miss out on an opportunity to try some of the best mariscos in town. Mariscos San Isidro in the city of La Puente. Don't miss out on them. All right, everybody, welcome back to Dream Night with El Tri Online. Now it's time to test the participants' knowledge on the Mexican national team. We're going to begin with Guillermo Mendez. Guillermo, step right up. Pulpo, ¿Qué tienes para Guillermo?
Guillermo, ¿quién ha sido o quién es el mayor anotador de México en todos los juegos, ya sea oficiales o amistosos?
Chicharito, 49 goles.
So, okay, Guillermo Méndez. Who did Mexico play in their first game of the 2006 World Cup?
2006 World Cup.
2006.
Iran.
That's correct.
Guillermo does a very good job. He goes 2 for 2. Next up is Luis Lorenzo from Bristol, Connecticut.
2 from Bravo, by the way.
Whoa! You get a bonus?
No te agrandes tampoco, ¿eh?
Luis Lorenzo's next. Irene, put him to the test.
Who has played the most games for Mexico all time, including friendlies?
Claudio Suárez.
That is correct.
Mira, hiciste la tarea, cara.
Pulpo.
Todavía no nacías posiblemente, pero si nos gusta y seguimos a la selección nacional, normalmente estamos al pendiente de ella. ¿A qué equipo venció México en los 16avos en México 86? ¿A qué equipo venció México en el Mundial de México 86 en los 16avos?
Fue a Bulgaria.
Sí.
Luis is too young to remember that, but he still pulled it out. So
I was born in 86.
Ah, yeah. Now you're making me feel old.
Muy bien.
Well done, Luis. 2 for 2. Now it's Kevin Quintana's turn. Irene, go ahead.
Okay, Kevin. Who was the leading scorer in the 1998 World Cup for Mexico?
Jared Borghetti.
It was Luis El Matador Hernandez.
Hernandez. Okay, Kevin. Let's even things out here. Who will Mexico's last game be before they start World Cup play next month?
Their last friendly?
Their last friendly, yes.
They're going to be going against... I'm going to go with Scotland.
That's incorrect. Denmark.
Those were some really tough questions, Kevin. Giovanni, it's your turn.
¿En cuántas Copas Mundiales ha participado México?
Esta va a ser la 15. 15. ¿Cómo se dice en español?
15.
15.
No.
¿Es la 15?
¿Dijiste esta que viene?
Sí, esta va a ser la 15.
No, esta que viene la 16. 7 consecutivas.
Who did Mexico play in their third game of the 1998 World Cup?
France.
Holanda.
Muchos dicen la remontada, pero fue el regreso nada más.
All right.
No fue remontada.
When we return on Dream Night with El 3 Online, the guys are going to be calling the goals. Each of them will have an opportunity to impress the judges one more time. After that, we'll find out who the winner is. Dream Night with El 3 Online is presented by Haichu. Haichu Candy, uniquely different. Do you have an event or promotion coming up? If so, make sure to contact our friends at Estrada Events and Promotions at 714-267-1356. Estrada Events and Promotions, helping you achieve all your promotional goals. Welcome back to Dream Night with El 3 Online, presented by Haichu Candy. Now, before the judges make a decision on who's going to be the reporter that's going to join us on May 28th for the big game between Mexico and Wales, we're going to have them do one more task. We're going to start off with Luis Lorenzo. Luis, get ready. We're going to roll the video, and you're going to have to make the call of your life.
Seguimos viendo el partido contra Panamá. El México va empatando 1-1. Seguimos y esperando para ir a Rusia. Nos falta un gol y esperando resultados. Viene Raúl Jiménez. ¡Tira gol! ¡Golazo! Me pongo de pie. Acaba de hacer un golazo. El gol que todo el mundo sueña, señores y señoras, de chilena.
Guillermo, ahora te toca. Go for it. Now impress the judges.
1-1 en el partido. Viene aquí Chicharito, abre la pelota con Chicharito. Chicharito la trae, quiere encara a un panameño. Se la da aquí a Fernando Arce, parece. Raúl Jiménez para arriba. Chilenita, tira su golazo. ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo de Raúl Jiménez! La esperanza sigue para México. 2-1 en México, con esperanzas para Brasil. Sigue la esperanza para México. Se griten los mexicanos. Apaguen las luces y vámonos del estadio. Se acabó el partido.
Kevin, la misma jugada. Let's hear it now.
Tenemos jugada, va por el centro, se la pasa al Chicharito, el Chicharito se va acomodando, viene el panameño, Chicharito la pasa, se acomoda, la centra, Raúl Jiménez, de chilena viene Raúl Jiménez, ¡gol! ¡Golazo, golazo, golazo! Lo veo y no lo creo, Raúl Jiménez, de chilena, ¡qué hermosura, señores! Miren la afición, estamos todos atónitos, 2-1, se queda la esperanza para el Mundial.
All right, bien hecho, Kevin. Now it's Giovanni's turn. Giovanni, show us what you got.
Aquí viene la pelota, aquí está. Pasa, tiene la pelota, Chicharito tiene la pelota. ¿Qué hace? Amaga, pasa. Le pasa a su compañero. ¿Qué va a hacer? Jiménez, ese es Raúl Jiménez. ¡Chilena! ¡Gol! ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo! ¡Raúl Jiménez le da vida a México! ¡Da a Brasil! ¡Sí! ¡Gol! ¡Ánimo! Le faltan 5 minutos al juego, pero México tiene vida. México, Raúl Jiménez, ya para las campanas. Raúl Jiménez, héroe.
Bravo a todos.
Para mí eso fue el parte mejor de todo porque you can see this is what you guys really enjoy is calling games, which is what I like to do. Calling games is fun, and I think you guys channeled that. It's really cool.
I really liked it. I was trying to envision the game as if I were hearing it on the radio, and you all have a very different way of doing it. My favorite part is like the Hulk comes out at the end of it. God! Okay.
It pushes the emotional thing. Yeah. I think that's very organic, which is really cool to see that from all you guys.
Yeah. No supe si aplaudir o esconderme, pero estuvo chido.
Una de las partes, y que yo siempre lo menciono y que yo respeto mucho, es a todas aquellas personas que hacen los partidos o que los narran. Max lo hace fabulosamente. Y lo más complicado es, estar concentrados. Hoy fue más complicado para ustedes porque no sabían qué partido esperar. Obviamente no se saben los nombres de los panameños. Habría que estarlos siguiendo. Lo más importante en esto, como en cualquier otro aspecto de la vida, que se vea seguridad. Seguridad. Porque es lo que van a reflejar, ya sea por radio, por televisión o incluso cuando los estén viendo en público, en directo. Seguridad ante todo.
I'd like to add is you guys, no one said something they weren't aware of. You're calling the game. You have information at your fingertips. If you're doing a game, we'd be more prepared. You're not prepared here, but don't try and invent something, and you guys didn't. One thing that really advises is don't anticipate the plays. You know the play, but try and wait, because I think a couple of guys had a goal before the ball went in the net, but that's fine because you know it. But just try and assume that's it for practice sake.
Pulpo, últimas palabras.
Felicitarlos, la verdad que ha sido muy agradable, me dio mucho gusto estar con ustedes, convivir con ustedes, me agrada, tienen talento, me agrada mucho todo lo que intentaron imponer aquí frente a nosotros. La verdad, muchachos, no es nada fácil, ¿eh? Sea cual sea el resultado, váyanse orgullosos, contentos, con la frente en alto, porque no es fácil. Para nosotros, o para un servidor, sigue siendo complicado, sigue siendo un reto. Y personalmente les digo que yo me dediqué a esto porque cada vez que me toca hacerlo, lo siento como un reto, como cuando salí a jugar. Entonces la adrenalina que ya no obtengo porque ya no juego más, cada vez que salí al estadio, la obtengo aquí cada vez que dicen, vamos en vivo. Felicidades.
Qué lindo.
I'm very proud of all 4 of you. You know, being in camera is not easy. I'm still learning. I'm still very green at this. And for seeing you guys for the very first time doing something like this and calling the plays, you did very well. Every single one of you, you did very well. You should be very proud of yourselves. And aside from this, you guys have a lot more to go up. You got it.
It takes some stones to do what you guys do. So mad respect for me. Just a reminder, whatever happens here, if this is something you want to do and it's a career, this is a marathon. I think we've all done this where there's ups and downs. Don't get discouraged. If it's something you want to do, you'll do it. Just always be on your toes about how to get better. Just be aware, just practice, shake hands, kiss babies. As these opportunities like this come up, seize them, and then just keep doing it. Keep it. If you want it, you can get there.
And I'm sorry to interrupt. Find a way to incorporate your personality into your announcement skills. You know, it's great to look up to somebody and take their seriousness and want to maybe seem very, very professional, which is very important, but being yourself and loosening up a little bit is very important as well.
All right, everybody, so we are all done with the task. The players have come, they've done their thing, they performed, they've done what they wanted to do to impress the judges. And the winner's gonna go home with this.
Yeah.
This is what they're gonna be wearing to represent El Tri Online in Manicomio Deportivo on May 28th for the game versus Wales. Guys, it's time to make the decision. And we have to start with you, Irene, ladies first. Ladies first.
This is not right.
Tell us who you have chosen and why.
Okay, no harsh feelings. I chose this person because I found him to be very relatable. You're all great, you're very good, and you have a lot of potential, but I just felt him more relaxed, himself, and I'm trying to come up with a bunch of sentences, not to mention who I chose because I feel really bad. But I choose Giovanni Garcia.
Okay. Giovanni, 1 vote. Max?
I was doing a search on high pressure jobs, and just curious what to see, because I was writing something. I wanted to use an example of a high pressure job. So I looked at the list, and it was firefighter, corporate executive, New York City cab driver during rush hour, and then I saw sports announcer broadcaster on there. I was like, what? And I thought about it, and there's like, you know, I think there's a lot of high pressure you do because you got to put yourself out there. That's what I want to reiterate. You guys did. So to do that, to have the work ethic, to have the passion, which I saw at the calls, it's there. It's all an issue of cultivating it and doing it. I think key for me is having someone who puts me at ease and someone I could really see who had some opinions along the way that were reserved. So with that in mind, I went with Luis Lorenzo. So.
All right.
Not because you're eating papitas back there.
Pulpo.
¿Por qué voy a escoger al que en un momento te voy a mencionar? Creo que, como todo en la vida, a mí me lo dijeron esto, yo era portero, ustedes lo saben muy bien, y algo muy importante, muchachos. Para poder llegar a hacer algo, y no quiero que sea peyorativo, no me lo malinterpreten, lo digo de forma positiva, primero hay que parecer. ¿Sí? Pues a mí me dijeron una vez con portero, un día que llegué con pants, casi pijama, entrenando. Ah, ¿usted es portero? Para ser portero, tiene que parecer portero primero. Entonces, si nosotros queremos ser porteros, la presencia es fundamental. Porque si decimos algo mal, la gente no lo va a notar. Lo que van a ver es lo que va a traer. ¿Sí? 1. Segundo, la personalidad al momento que está ahí. Obvio, hay que hacer bien el trabajo, ¿no? La personalidad, bien. Dentro de las complicaciones que se puede haber tenido con el lenguaje, me gustó su espontaneidad a la hora de estar narrando. Y bueno, ya no voy a ser tan cansado. Ahí les va. Giovanni. Sí.
So there you have it. Luis Lorenzo 1 vote. Giovanni Garcia 2 votes. So that means Giovanni, congratulations. Here it is.
Hey, you got to interview Bob Bradley too, man. That's really big time. That's hard. That's hard to do, man.
So Giovanni will be with us on May 28th for the Mexico game versus Wales. Any final words to Giovanni?
No, I was going to say the goal call really, just put you over the top with how passionate you are about this. But I would say when you're doing this, you're going to be involved with the people, listen, as much as you can. Memorize it. Write stuff down if you hear it, because every detail is key. Because I think when you're working on stuff like this, especially like a startup company like El Trio Online, where you're going to have the resources stretched, everyone needs to help out. So I think that does it, because you're going to look good. So help your producer, your editors, help them look good. Give your input about what you think is the right way to look at. I think that's good.
Excellent.
Welcome to El Trio Online.
Oh, yeah.
Very well said.
Está todo dicho. Felicidades.
All right. So there we have it. So that does it for us from Los Angeles, California. And we want to welcome Giovanni Garcia to the 3 Online, and Manicomio Deportivo will be there May 28th. So thank you on behalf of Martin, El Pulpo Zuñiga, Irene, and Max Bretos. I'm Joe Rodriguez. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in Pasadena.